Good evening, Nigeria. Welcome to Update It's Precious. They always see it my belly to bring on an update of Mata Dembele for inside Nigeria. So, David Hundeyin just decided to wake up today from one side of the bed where he remembers somebody where I don't know who the person they talk about. I don't even know. They call the person foreign puppet. He called the person this. He called the person that. He said, waiting again. He said, you know why it is important? Make a country get a president where no get any bad record where anybody go fit use all them. Now because of say anything we consign on our sovereignty, they very, very important. And this one don't spark a lot of controversy because people don't look up to excuse me, David, what are you talking about? What message are you trying to pass? We're coming to that. We're coming to that. Well, now here they bring on an update of every matter with the happen for inside the country. But make I begin bring on the headlines of the conversation we will talk about today sharply. Fail tax or foreign control. Hundeyin says Tinubu not Nigeria's president but regional manager. Who can be on a president? Might be the question. That's a serious allegation because this particular one now, it don't raise a lot of controversy. Tinubu proceeds to holidays, not holiday, holidays, depart Abuja for UK and then for France. You will also hear more about that. Then France vacation, set example for others. Holiday in Nigeria. One person when name na Aja don't tell Tinubu that show us EG for example. We will go holiday for Budukata Ranch or perhaps for one resort for Ekpe. Is they okay? Instead of any other country. Now waiting the person they tell them. Tinubu government taxing citizens who cannot even breathe anymore. No more let the poor breathe. Happy to be now they talk this one. Ohanese blames Southeast leaders for poor INEC registration in region. Saying that them make people no register well for INEC. Nigeria, I say Nigeria they gain global respect under my watch. Tinubu I talk of yes. Say Nigeria don't get better respect well globally under in watch. Economy don't better well you need to bleed again, you need to wear pad again, everything don't they can be. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu they hail in reforms and waiting to achieve so far. Unpaid benefits, retired military pensioners, picket finance ministry. Say na lie, they no go grill, then carry they no go grill enter there. Meanwhile, Army don't come order them. Say, all of them vamoose. All of them they protest. Vamoose here as Army don't order protesting ex-soldiers to vacate finance ministry headquarters as they protest. PDP don't accuse Edo government of squandering 4.2 billion naira. Abandonment of governance for foreign trips. Waiting happen. And then, oh, I didn't tell you. As it still get to do with the president's travel, this time around, person will be one of the strongest supporters of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu recently. Contact say, this working vacation is something else. Why? Sheikh Husani now they disagree with presidency. Some people come and talk say, excuse me, Oga, I think be the supporter because your name did for list of ambassadors. What went wrong? What went down wrong? Insecurity. We may take up arms if government fails us. Sokoto youths now they talk that one. Meanwhile, Zamfara state governor don't blow trumpet. He say for in phone app, say it go show you the exact location of the different bandit leaders they are head. Say they know them, even they know them. But the problem be say he no go fit give order because the military go tell you say that they take order from where Abuja. Say if it be said then get state police, saying get control of security. 2 months it don't clear insecurity. Again, people say this they indict federal government or indict this power where they center as being complicit for what they happen for insecurity so far. Well, extra burden on struggling Nigerians, ADC still don't slam the 5% petrol tax we didn't go introduce from January 1. All this matter and more, IBC we're going to talk about this evening. Welcome to the show. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to bring on a matter the Modi Shele for inside the country. So we could begin start the show very, very quickly to tell on all these things and we see they happen for Nigeria and more because I mean, as your Minister for Information without payment, I did here to bring on all of this matter them one by follow. Okay, so let's get started with the conversation very, very quickly. So now, investigative journalist David Hundeyin don't fault the federal government's proposed fossil fuel tax, describing it as foreign-driven policy that strips Nigeria of real sovereignty. Now, so he talk, and he talk come in a very, very strong term. In fact, say me, I dey like to dey give on a EG, for example, when I dey talk, make it not be like say I just dey make mouth. So I will get to give on a evidence from in tweet, make on a see and gong before na go quote me. They say lizard wey one person see na python now they become. So I give you example from his tweet directly so that you see where he be saying tweet am and where in the talk am directly by himself. Now some of the tweets where he be say he put up where he used describe this particular incident with this. Now for inside a post where he say he put for X will be Twitter before, Hunde argue say the controversy over the fuel tax misses the bigger picture. So as people they talk, say, oh, government, you lie to us or you talk true to us, why be so go pay 5% tax? Say people they forget the big picture. According to Ramin, say the levy is not just about revenue generation, but about enforcing a green transition agenda designed outside Nigeria's borders. Now, in case you don't understand what in green transition mean, meaning say to use less of fossil fuel, like to use less of fuel where we say they cause damage to our ozone layer. So this kind of fuel where they come from our oil. So say now people, the Western world, I think they impose these issues. Now people can't they argue say if this is true, not vex so. Is there anybody where be say they use they burn carbon reach the United States? As a matter of fact, because even the one way be say they born past the one way be say the entire Africa they born. So what's the big deal? Now quoting him further, he says the real issue lies in the purpose of the tax. It is a fossil fuel tax intended to discourage use of fossil fuels and encourage transition to green energy. So now waiting make this imposition of 5% tax for every fuel we go dey buy now, every liter of fuel the effect. And now waiting make our government and then the problem now waiting make our government they helpless where they no fit do anything but obey this law. Now he also questioned the rationale of imposing such a policy on a country that despite holding some of the world's largest fossil fuel reserves struggles to generate 6,000 megawatts of electricity for over 200 million Nigerians. Say why? Now, Hyundai claimed that the directive did not originate from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but from Washington D.C. According to Rami, they see I'm there. Now, handwriting for the tweet be that, not be me Twitter, aligning that Nigeria's policies were being dictated externally. That is, say most of the policies where would they make? Say now governments from other countries and say now them they dictate to say what they do. Some people be done they talk say oh now IMF and World Bank backed economy policies. Now it be say our people them our leaders them sabi obey. In fact, say the whole President Bola Ahmed Tinubu economic policies say now IMF backed policy where it be say they endanger the people or they suffer the people and all that. So this go more to emphasize on that. He urged Nigerians to reflect on the meaning of national sovereignty and connect international politics to the economic hardship and that they face daily. He said, when you people understand the meaning of the term national sovereignty, is when you will finally connect geopolitics to the price of the gari in your kitchen. Because they don't understand, say geopolitics fit affect the price of gari in their kitchen, calling attention to the influence of foreign powers on domestic policies. Now, with all of this concern we don't raise, people they wonder, say, is it that our government or people in power are oblivious of this? Or certainly they know, and of course, they play to the tune. Then even at that, the people will be say they also campaign to take over from them. What thing they go fit do to help themselves out of the situation, or perhaps they'll just continue with the same foreign policy. After all, people they talk say most elections where they happen across the world, especially for countries of interest, they always get approval from most of those Western worlds. Now, Hundeyin concluded his post by urging Nigerians to look to leaders like Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traore, who he of course suggested embodies a stronger stance on independence from external control. But there's something he said that was very worrisome. I'm sure you've seen that post there. That's other second post we be saying make where he talks. Say, I think let me highlight it for the purpose of emphasis, so that yeah, that's exactly the one I'm talking about. This other post here, where they highlighted, where he talks. Say, you know what? When one crazy journalist kept shouting that you people are enthroning a drug dealer as president, it wasn't because the drug dealing in he said it wasn't because the drug dealing in and of itself was the issue. The issue was that someone with that amount of blackmail or with that amount of blackmail material sitting in a foreign government archives can never act in the sovereign and independent interest of his country. Now, make a break and down for you. Let's say my work, that's so they break and down for Pidgin English. So they say, When one journalist wey dey like say im head no correct dey shout for una say make una no vote for person wey e be say e be like say e get baggage wey e carry o, make una no vote for am o, una no dey hear word. Say na person wey e be say get record wey e be say bin don indict am for drug problem. You understand? If una vote am into power, that thing go affect una strongness as una as country, how una strong reach, and how independent una be as a country wey dey stand alone. Why? Because e dey very important, because things wey get to do with that one, people wey be say hold record about that kind of leader go fit wan use that kind of record to blackmail am so that he go do things wey dem want am to do. That's exactly how what he means here. Quoting him further, he says, "This is why in countries that understand the seriousness of sovereignty, people who want to occupy powerful national positions are investigated and vetted to the fifth generation before they are allowed to go anywhere near power." You understand that point? Say for countries where it be say serious where anybody wey be say wan enter power, say that they investigate them to their fifth generation, to even their sixth generation, you know, before they allow them enter power. You know why? Because they no go fit afford to bring in person wey be say gets record issue, wey gets problem or any record issue. They no go fit afford to bring them to enter inside power. If they no go fit afford to bring them enter inside power, because of waiting, because anything where EBC go fit make them blackmail them, that thing go fit make them use them again, use them against the country generally. And then he said something like, an American citizen with a drug trafficking indictment in Russia, for instance, will never be allowed to run for US president, no matter how much money he has. Now, not because the US has any problem with being led by a criminal. After all, he said Trump is a convicted felon, right? But because the US will never allow itself to be led by anyone that a foreign country has control over. Because when country get control over you, then go manipulate you, then go control what you did do, which go dey at the detriment of the people that we be say you did govern. He said quite a lot of stuff. And then people were like, oh my wow. Oh my wow. I highlight the remaining parts of this post, then I'm not gonna read all of them finish. So that go be like saying that my mouth now and I hear all the things that we be say this post get to talk about. So now this don't raise a lot of controversy, or it don't spark a lot of controversy. As Nigerians now don't they complain, they talk, say, how possible is it? In fact, some people don't they even try to connect with Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala talk recently when she come to Nigeria about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu policies to some of these things where they happen now, right? Especially as it talks, say, so the president policies they okay. The next thing now to look for safety measures, safety nets. So people are now insinuating that the safety nets will be saying Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala they talk. Now be some of these things now we be see these policies, these taxes and all that we government dey implement now, maybe the safety nets we be saying Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala dey talk. I don't know whether that's correct or not. But quoting here for that, it says, no, it says the US, why they no go fit allow person we be say get criminal record? Not because of say them, they too like nice guys or they too good or and all of that. Say, but now because of say they no need person we be say where gets blackmail record, or where any country gets power over a blackmail records, go fit use them against their country. And I say when a country takes itself seriously and has basic self-respect, it doesn't put foreign intelligence assets into its most powerful seats. But when a country in Nigeria is when when a country is Nigeria and it has no sense of purpose in the world, low national self-esteem, and a firm irrational belief in its own national unimportance, it makes Bola fucking oh goodness me. Oh wow. Wow. I come that one from my mouth. I'm gonna read the remaining one. And he promptly starts firing up policies dictated to him by those who are using his criminal records to blackmail Nigerians. Carbon tax for people whose carbon footprints is among the lowest in the world. Because I mean, if we dey pay carbon tax, I don't talk and I say for context, Nigeria, the whole of Africa gets just US gets three times the entire carbon the carbon footprint of the entire Africa. So what are we even talking about? So why do you make them pay tax? Impose this kind of taxes for inside any hard tax for US. Make you see them where they no go enter street protest, bring problem for you. So why it be say we it dey okay for Nigerians to accept this kind of things and then we can't do anything about it? And sadly, we can't even question these leaders. We not even fit question them. We not even fit question them. We not even fit talk anything. If what he said is true, because I do not know if what he said is true or not, because not in my mouth and I will hear the remaining parts of this thing we see they happen. Well, phone lines could they open shortly. Make on a put mouth for inside the conversation. And because all of this talk, I cannot analyze it alone. In fact, I refuse to analyze. My own is just to bring you the message. The message according to the books of David Hundeyin. Oh yeah, the rest of it now I go fit analyze them. Do you think there's a lot of things what David has said? And if there's sense in it, what is the way out for Nigeria? And again, for people who are opposition leaders and all that, how possible is it that they can even dodge all of these policies? Well, we've also seen African leaders who, were vehement and said, no, some of these policies we're not going to affect it, and they will not affect it, and nothing happens to them. Perhaps because of their clean records. I don't know. But there are also those of them who, perhaps may not be able to. I'd really love to take a reaction on this conversation. But that notwithstanding, very quickly, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't come on. In fact, as I talk to you now, our president supposed to be chillax if he never reach London or maybe in there and way to you to France now because he don't go on a working vacation to Europe as part of the 2025 his 2025 annual leave, a working vacation. Now, this working vacation don't cause a lot of controversy again because Nigerians are saying, excuse me, which one is working vacation again? If you're on vacation, Oga, transmit power to your deputy, make it take over till you come back. Which one be you don on vacation but you dey working? Ngwa, okay, give us breakdown of the work wey you go dey do while you dey on vacation. You need to give us the breakdown of the conversation of the work wey you go dey do, so that we go fit put an eye to even vet those work wey be say you go do for us on your working visit. You no fit give us breakdown. What are you telling us, Oga? What's going on here? So, according to the presidency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Bayo Onanuga talk say the president will leave on a 10 working day visit, and he explains say Tinubu will, of course, spend the period between France and the United Kingdom, and will return to the country. Now, this they come only barely how many days after the president come back from a trip, and we be say you go do holiday for. You don't forget that country name now. Waiting be that name of that country again where you go do holiday. So people are saying that wait. That one where you been go do for that island. Waiting be that holiday again. Is that not holiday enough for him to have holidayed? That he went to that country to do. And why did he need to also go for another holiday? Well, that's what people are insinuating. But that one, no, they like say go free data our president. However, some other people don't also dig against the holiday. As a financial advisor and educator, Carl Waja don't urge President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to set an example by holidaying in Nigeria rather than traveling abroad. Because not be only him we talk, other people say don't talk inside this matter. And let's see. We say why can't the president set an example and holiday in Nigeria? Now, so he put for Twitter. He was, of course, Nigerians on the attack him because of that, or some Nigerians. According to the statement, okay, yeah. So another person also answered by Onanuga where the person talk say why the president no fit give us breakdown of the activities where he would do since now working visit. Make we get idea of the work them with different works or different things them where be say he go do while on that working visit. Since them tag him a working visit. Is it too difficult? Too much to ask for from a president? And then, if possible, also give us a breakdown of all the president's visits so far, for the world, all the visits we don't make so far. Why not give us a breakdown of those visits where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't make? The places where we say in don't go, and how many days in don't stay for those visits? Because a lot of people talk, say, according to records, say if you count the number of days with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't spend for inside France, for instance, since he be say he become president, you don't approach almost 2 months of holiday in France alone. And then some also did for UK. If you calculate, the total amount of days where you don't spend for this country, France and UK, since he become president, anytime when he visit. As a matter of fact, even a very good loyal friend, Sheikh Husani don't talk, say, which one be holiday in France again? Because he too now tweeted and said, I don't understand the word working visit. I understand the word vacation. The sentence working visit is something else. And so he put up. People come they say, I didn't say President Tinubu na your guy. Why is that particular phrase not okay with you at all? Why that one do you somehow? Now make we look at some things where BC President Bola Tinubu don't do. President Bola Tinubu's frequent foreign travel, so particularly those identified as working vacation, don't spark a lot of reactions generally. Now, since taking office on May 29, 2023, Tinubu don't undertake numerous international trips for official diplomatic and economic purposes. Now, if you look at a breakdown of some of the trips, so if you say in don't do within the past, at least within the past 2 years, you don't get vacation trips abroad for at least 5 times within the past 2 years. Vacation trips alone, where you say they call them vacation 5 times. Now, excuse me, yeah. So remember, say make I even check those ones. Now, some of the timelines that say June 2023, President Bola Tinubu gets a private rest for inside London, United Kingdom, after attending the new Global Financial Pact Summit for inside Paris, France, June. I think that was June 2022 to June 23, 2023. Tinubu traveled to London for a short private rest before returning to Nigeria for Salah festivities. This is considered a vacation component following an official trip. Now, October 23, you get another vacation again. We be say a vacation in UK and France together. According to this report by Tribune, Tinubu departed Abuja on October 2, 2023 for a 2-week working vacation in the United Kingdom, described as part of his annual leave to reflect on economic reforms. So he won't go reflect on the reforms. Now, on October 11, he traveled from the UK to Paris, France, for an important engagement, which some sources suggest included personal time or medical visits. Now, for I think January to February 2024, he gets another private visit to France again. Now, he traveled to France on January 24, 2024 for a private visit, returning on February 7, 2024. The presidency did not disclose specific details about his travel, bad trip. But critics, including Atiku Abubakar and other people, labeled it a vacation, questioning its timing amid domestic challenges. Now, some sources suggest that this trip may have included medical consultations, a pattern noted from Tinubu's pre-presidency visits to France. April 24, private time in France again. Now you get after official visits to the Netherlands. I think April 23 to 27, 2024, and Saudi Arabia April 28 to 29, 2024 for the World Economic Forum where we go. Tinubu spent additional time in Europe, specifically France, before returning to Nigeria on May 8, 2024. Now, this extension is considered personal time, though not officially labeled a vacation, because whether you like them, the duration we spend about 5 to 7 days for inside that trip. Because between 5 to 7 days, the activities been there unclear to us because those other things that we've been go to be not finished. So it is of course regarded as a holiday we be say go do. So now people they talk say all this holiday can't calculate them. Are you counting how many holidays? I'm coming. Now August September 2024 personal time in the UK again. Now spent after attending the forum on China African cooperation for Beijing. I think that was between August 29th to September 6, 2024. Tinubu again spent 7 days in the UK before returning to Nigeria on September 14, 2024. This was described as personal time, potentially part of his annual leave. Now, October 24, 2024, again, he departed for a 2-week working vacation. That's what they called that one. 2 weeks working vacation in the UK. Again, to reflect on reforms. If you remember, if you don't reflect on reforms before, you can't go back again to reflect. Sometimes you know good to think for Nigeria. It is some airway be say you go breathe when you think. Thinking no good think well. Now that's what some people said, though, it's not me. That he extended his trip to France, to Paris, France, returning to Nigeria on October 19, 2024. The presidency emphasized it as, of course, part of his annual leave, though critics argued it was poorly timed given domestic issues. September 2025, he entered another vacation in France and the UK joined together. So if you calculate them, 1, 2, 3, I mean, how many vacation we don't be now? So we don't do about 7 or 8 times, about 10 times now. We be so about 8 times there about 7 times. So the president don't travel for vacation purposes within the past 2 years. We don't do offense. about 6 to 7 times, so you don't travel for vacation purposes anymore. So now people they talk say, wait, is this not too much, especially for a president where he be say since him coming to office, people never really they enjoy their life for inside the office. People know, be like say people they get things, very funny or things. It will say life better for Nigerians as he come into office. People will say, in fact, you deserve every travel because you're doing fantastic. And people say, for person who won't grow Nigeria, is it not appropriate for you to also patronize Nigeria? I mean, we have fantastic resorts. Now, the tourism industry for Nigeria are very untapped industry. And one of the things we be say they kill our tourism industry in infrastructure, as in roads, lights, and all that, what are will lead to those tourist sites then. And then most importantly, insecurity. So why not stay back in your country and tackle those things where they hinder insecurity for your country? Do you know how much countries as small as Senegal they make for tourism in a year? As little as Senegal, the amount that they make for tourism yearly. Why Nigeria? No, and we have amazing, vast tourist sites for Nigeria. Vast, of course, considering our size. Why we no fit harness those places, them develop them. Some of those tourist sites, there road no day to access them. Roads, no, are we not ashamed of ourselves? That's what people are saying. No, not be made they talk more. So people can't remind all these things. They talk say, it never reach time where it be say we go fit do the needful. Well, like I enter inside the matter we get to do with Oga Peter, the son of Obijari, as it be say the Labour Party presidential candidate for the general election, Oga Peter Obi, he don't come out come debate the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration. He say, Oga, what is happening? Your people cannot breathe again. Not be you come out, come talk, say, let the poor breathe. But as it be like this, so the poor not fit breathe again because what in the name of taxation are you taxing your people like this? What is going on? That now within ABC, they tell people, and people don't tell and say, Oga Peter Obi, must you um criticize the president over every issue. Now, for inside in Twitter handle, you see it always talk on top in Twitter. Obi say instead of easing hardship, the government has imposed more burden on Nigerians. Before I continue this story, remember say recently the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu come out come talk say the targets, the revenue target where the country get for 2025, we don't achieve them only in August. And that was quick. You know, when you meet your target as a marketer, almost half of your time, it's not something we basically go jolly about. But people talk, say, how did you meet the revenue targets at the detriment of Nigerians? At the expense rather of Nigerians. Because how are you happy that you made revenue that has taxed your people? Because it means Nigerians don't pay more, Nigerians don't suffer more. I remember say Peter Obi also mentioned them as part of it in criticism of that statement to the president make them. But now they talk am again. So now the Oga former state Anambra State governor Contalk say the 5% fuel tax should have waited until Nigerians began to see tangible improvements in their lives from all the many promises the president has made. Because all the promises say, the presidency they look at like say, oh, then don't achieve most of them. But oh God, I just remembered something. This cartoonist will not kill me because some cartoonists had to make a very funny cartoon of what it described. Let me see if I can get that cartoon. I think I used it as my thumbnail of what it described as the president's economic reform and how it be say it go on like this. So because people they talk say they enough for you to talk say you don't achieve this, you don't achieve that. How those achievements don't affect the lives of the citizens where EBC you control. Now, me Oga Toby talk say, Mr. President, just yesterday, you boasted that Nigeria has met its revenue target for the year. You instead of easing hardship, yes, instead of easing hardship, the government imposes more burden on Nigerians. Even the so-called alternative CNG has been unaffordable because right now, for people who don't know, they say they don't come out subsidy for CNG and CNG don't increase. So people will be say convert their cars from fuel to CNG now, then they wahala now because CNG now don't they more expensive. Some of them they don't know whether they go back to fuel or they go to CNG now. Wahala they there. Even though say the federal government talks, they not be them approve the increase of the pump price of CNG. And people are saying that how will you not approve increase in price and filling stations are affecting it? Excuse me. We know where that happen now. So why you go tell us say if it approve something then it will happen. So for speaking further, Yes, Peter Obi said even the so-called alternative CNG has become rising from about 230 naira to 450 naira. That's almost 200 naira, over 200 naira rate. While the promised subsidies on the CNG have quietly vanished. Now, if hey, the promised subsidies quietly vanished, that choice of words, oh God, oh God, what is it? Because if our revenues are truly excessive as claimed, should they not be used to fund education, healthcare, and pulling Nigerians out of poverty? Why tax citizens who cannot even breathe anymore? Because if the revenue they are affordable, you go fit carry that revenue, jejely just pass on that revenue to other areas. For instance, if you use and cover up this 5% tax, so you want tax Nigerians right now, because waiting we know now about this 5% tax, we say irrespective of who you are, every Nigerian they pay am, including people wey no get car. Okay, so anytime they talk about, oh, this thing don't go high or that thing don't go high, some people may say that, oh, I don't have a car, oh, so because I don't have a car, I am not going to be paying the tax. No, Riro, that's not true. You go pay am. You know why? Because something they what they call direct or indirect tax, and especially for a country like Nigeria, where you be saying everything will concern the pricing and affordability or the availability of fuel, petroleum products, they affect the entire economy. That's so Nigeria economy dey. So with that kind of country like that, sorry, any small 1 naira we add for the fuel of petrol, price of petrol, go affect everybody for inside the country. You know why? Everything what would they do there around fuel right now? We cannot even do without it. How many people will be say government they give electricity gone gone gone? Nine be the thing. The greatest amount of Nigerians still they provide their own electricity by themselves. I mean, what are we even talking about? We cannot even move beyond that. Now, we could look at the transportation of our process or food generally. All the food will be say where insecurity, the one where insecurity don't let them fit transport to bring out from most of those countries. Then all the food they bring come, and most of those villages. Then all the food then when you be say they bring come. Remember they could transport them. What they go use? That be saliva they go put for the cars now. Remember that. So by the time the farmer spend more money to use transporting good, he could just add the money for inside the good. Manufacturer and the same thing. So we live for a kind of country where we say anything will affect the pricing or affordability of petroleum for oil products generally, oil generally, it go affect the economy generally. Now so Nigeria did. So many people they talk. So knowing that, like, shouldn't it be time where BC go give people small ease for these taxations? I mean, when they talk about tax reform, so if we say go mean say people go begin pay a lot of things, oh, people go begin pay a lot of things, oh. So many companies go begin pay money, oh. And as the companies and they pay more taxes, they go add those taxes for inside Nigeria. That means the consumers then go pay more. That makes Nigerians will be paying more for the product. So we're talking about a country where it be say we don't choke with a lot of things. Why not give us easy bit? That's my wasting Nigerians they talk. Some Nigerians, to back up Peter Obi argument, while some, of course, they against that argument. But I would really like to know what you think. Because as I talk to you right now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu thinks saying don't do so well. In fact, he's saying it. He said, I have done so wonderfully well. As a matter of fact, Nigeria don't do very good. In fact, it don't get respect for among nations right now. Say economic reforms they yield positive results, stabilizing the economy and restoring Nigeria's global image and investor confidence. Say Nigeria image, na it be say international community, the world they respect Nigeria image past before. Because say now in policies them since he become president, I make people don't dey respect Nigeria image well. You don't understand. So now we see the talk and say our economy it does stabilize. He made the remark day before yesterday, Tuesday, for inside the State House Abuja, where he received Gandhi Olawiye, the show of Obomosho land for inside the place. And waiting he talk. And Nigerians, after that kind of statement, Nigerians clapped and hailed him. Oh, President, you have done well. You've said so well. You've said so well. But people don't look in between the line to ask him, okay, our image as Nigerians, he actually did better now than it did before, or it did worse than it did before, and then the economy is it truly stable? So the thing we say, even like say everybody will be say the government, they get as they use the leave for their own part. Well, make I just go straight, go tell you waiting they happen because as they talk about economy being stabilized and we don't make excess profit, I don't know why the benefits of ex-soldiers they not free pay them their benefits because many retired Nigerian soldiers today Thursday blocked the entrance of the Federal Ministry of Finance when he said Abuja, protesting the delay in releasing funds to the Military Pensions Board (MPB) for the payment of their outstanding entitlements. Now, they stated that they resolved to protest after officials of the Ministry of Finance failed to honor earlier assurance that their benefits will be paid by August 10. Now, according to a report, you know, the ex-servicemen did not suspend the similar protest where said they've been get on August. When EB station would even be follow them protest that time if you remember that protest. But now again they don't start. Now speaking to journalists, one of the protesters, simply identified as Mama G, say the renewed demonstration was prompted by what she described as the government's failure to act on its commitments. We are here because the promises made us or to us were never fulfilled. We had no choice but to turn to the streets. This time around, the protests will be massive. So you talk about the senior citizens, however, in recent years say they don't stage several protests for inside Abuja and other cities, lamenting delays in payment of their pensions and accusing authorities of neglect. Of course, at the time of the way BC people filed this report, the Ministry of Defense did not get anything to talk about the matter. Now, people they talk say, you see, this are the exact reason we make people like say insecurity faster for inside the country. Because why BC people will lay their lives for the country? Why BC other countries they honor them? Why they had to pay them their retirement entitlements? Why they had something where BC was supposed to even pay them, put Jara to honor them for laying their lives for the country. Make I go show another protest where they do small, make you see them, make you see for yourself, make it not be like saying I may just carry them see this
all our money
retired students. See how it's working.
Who's your coordinator? Do you know them? Huh? They sent me from office, but I'll ask someone.
Enough of procrastination, let them take All right, so you don't see the soldiers. This is particularly very painful to see our gallant soldiers. Them you see some of them with age don't even make, they don't even feel work out. Some of them, if it be as a result of injury where they sustain for the line of work, and they don't feel work out. This is very sad. All right, shortly I go open phone lines, make I begin taking calls and reaction to them. But just to end this conversation before I take this phone call, as a matter of fact, they send soldiers on them to disperse them, to pursue them, make them go back for inside this protest. It shock you, make it not shocking in Nigeria with this. That is former soldiers then will retire where they no pay their benefits, go protest as they no do pay them benefits. The current soldiers then, I be the current organs then waiting for military, send soldiers to pursue them, make them stop the protest. That was what happened earlier today, according to reports. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Yes, you're welcome, sir. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Joseph Ocholi, and I'm calling from Canada.
You're welcome. I hear say on for Canada, yeah. on a end on our own carbon tax this year. Will they begin as on our own the end?
Now, so now, that's it.
Welcome. Go ahead.
So actually, yeah. Now, what I actually want, contribute to be that. You see, the thing is, everything that David Hundeyin has explained is actually very factual. That is true.
Really?
Yeah, but yes, but the truth is, you see, that's where I have a problem with Tinubu's aides. As this guy don't put this information forward now, what they are supposed to do is to look for the advantage, how to use a rebuttal, to analyze the gains from this policy itself. What happens here happens almost everywhere. But it is just that the information needs to be passed out. Yes, it's true. But you see, globally, if you check, honestly, if you check the global economic space, you will find out that Nigeria's economy is very slow. The economy is slow, and as long as our economy is very slow.
But our economy has not always been slow. There was a time we were part of the fastest growing economy. You know that's right.
Yes.
Just to point that
yes,
clear.
But,
Go ahead,
but
sir.
when I say slow,
Okay.
in terms of when we look at it in terms of pricing,
Okay.
if you look Canada here, if we prorate what would they buy, with the cost of the things out there, you will find out that the price index everywhere is increasing.
But how about your earning income? When I still they earn money now, that's the thing now.
So that is where the problem is. In as much as we earn here, does not mean there are no people that are unemployed. There are a lot of people that are also unemployed.
So you don't get my point. There are people that are unemployed, but are those people left unattended to provide to not to have faith on how they will eat food, how they will survive? And why your politicians live in affluence? Does that happen?
That's exactly first. That's exactly what I'm trying to explain. That in as much as these things are like this, the government itself is not helping itself and the people. In the sense that in a situation where, and that's where you see, I don't always like to bring Peter Obi into discussions, and that's where Peter Obi scores high points, because he tells you that you don't need, even if you are bringing these policies into bear, you should also take measures to cushion the effects on the people. Because there's nobody that doesn't like growth. It's just
what for that Canada where you did, waiting they subsidize for them. With all since I know that there is a part of Canada that even subsidize energy because of the cold. Go ahead.
For example, health as a whole, if you have legal status to be here, you don't even pay anything for health at all. The only things you pay for is your drugs. And if you get insurance coverage, if you're working with an organization that covers your insurance, which most organizations take responsibility for those aspects, that organization will be subsidizing your health, your medical bills, like in terms of the medicines where they will prescribe and all that. Now these are the things that help an economy to move forward. Now the thing is, Tinubu is not the cause of these things. Meanwhile, they speak, so I am not a supporter of Tinubu. Just take it. But the truth is, wherever there is truth, let's say it. The fact remains that at the end of the day, Tinubu is not the one that has caused this thing in this country. It has trickled down long from the past. Unfortunately, Tinubu now, instead of him now to take measures, at least to create buffers to help himself and to seem to help the situation, instead he's taking steps that shows that he's completely detached from the situation.
So saying that it's trickled down long from the past, let's have things. How come there was a time just before the APC administration took over in 2015, Nigeria was among the first 4 fastest growing economy in the world globally? How come we were, and we were the fastest in Africa? How come we were, and how come that growth dwindled immediately the APC administration took over?
No, but if you compare the economy at that time with global economy, you will see that even though it is moving very fast, the global aspect of the trend shows that globally the economy moved even a lot better. So it is what happened somewhere else that the effect was coming to Nigeria. Nigeria was not making any strong. If you look at Jonathan's, economic measures, it's not as if he did anything spectacular or fantastic. It is just that it is not.
So
It's
so you
just that it
so so
wasn't
you
as
you
bad.
think that Tinubu has done
It
something
wasn't
more?
as bad as this.
So you think that President Tinubu has done something more fantastic and spectacular than
No, no,
Jonathan?
no. They say the measures that Tinubu is taking is the measure that will help the economy.
Were they not the same measures that Jonathan wanted to take that he protested against Jonathan for and
Oh,
called it
so
a scam?
that is that, and that is that's the politics of it that Hunde is talking about. That's the politics of it. Because what David Hunde himself is talking about is not as if it's something that is very bad. It is just that at that point where Jonathan wanted to do it, he didn't have the will to do it.
So
And
he did not have the will to do it, or people used all sorts of things to stop him from doing it, including the way he was taken away from office. These same people now that people within the political sphere are already complaining that they used or manipulated insecurity to use it against Jonathan. You are in Nigeria now.
No, but
Or you were in Nigeria. At least you hear the news about Nigeria.
No, I was in Nigeria then, and I didn't agree with the ways they fought Jonathan. I actually frowned at it. But the truth is that if Jonathan knew what he wanted to achieve, he would have stood his ground and gone ahead. Okay, today now somebody else has come and has done it.
And the person who has done it is the person who has done it is traveling more frequently than the person who never did it, because Jonathan is Tinubu has made more trips than Jonathan did.
Yes, that's exactly
so
where the problem is.
That's what I'm saying. And whether we like it or not, all of these trips, they cost the country money. Whether you like it or not, if they cost us money, the fact that our jet has to even be in a country overnight, now money will they pay for inside. That's a lot of money. And that money go fit do a lot of things for the country.
For example, me, what I hold against this government from the beginning is the issue of the yacht. That buying that yacht in the first place.
No. The yacht is even the least of it. I'm sorry to say. The yacht is you know why the yacht is the least of it? I heard that the yacht was already concluded in Buhari's regime. So I don't even blame them for it. But how do you go? You have about 10 fleets in your entire aircraft. 10 fleets. And you feel like none of them were good enough for you to manage, understanding the peculiarity of the policies, the policies where you don't bring into your people. And you decided to go and buy a luxury jet, not just any kind of jet, a luxury one.
It is that same
And that's it. And then the motor, see that Canada one a day on a neighbor there in the US, right? The car where be say Trump use, that on a beast where he use before. Nine Biden use, nine Trump they use again. Why Trump not buy a new car where they use? Why did we need Tinubu to buy an Escalade to use?
Those are the misplaced priorities that we talk about. That there are certain decisions that he has taken that is really pitching the people against him. If not, some of his policies are okay, but those decisions, for example, why the cars they bought for the assembly members, what
and then I ask you a question again. At a time when your policies have inflicted a lot of pain on Nigerians, and you know the earning power of your country people, the value of the minimum wage, even at 70,000 naira, is worse, is less than the value it was when it was 13,000. It's even less than the value it was at 18,000. You know, right? Now, but at the same time, excuse me, at the same time, you they talk say you don't, promote our revenue from oil dependency to other places. That's just basically because we're paying more taxes. You understand? We're paying more taxes. Other revenue generating, agencies like customs and all that, they pay more. What's in goods where they say they take you 3 million before to clear. You go use almost 20 million now clear. People are paying more, and importers go put that bill inside the cost of their products we in the carry. So is it also a good time for you to still extend more taxes to your people? That is the point people are making. We did not say that he's the cause of the problem. But at the time when your policies, where you they make because of the drive for revenue, don't cause a lot of pain, is it still time for you to still make more policies, create more policies that would also impact or put more pain in them? Because even if now 1% then put for those fuel tax, where we say they happen right now, that 1% will be passed on to all Nigerians. Every Nigerian will feel them. Remember that a Buhari refused to remove the subsidy, even with all the things IMF and World Bank told him. His words were that they will inflict pain on Nigerians and he wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
He
yeah, sure,
tactically
yeah.
left it for Tinubu. So the point is, I'm not saying that I am not against the government. Of course, I cannot be against my own government. But the point is that do we have government that is empathetic, sympathetic to the plight of its people, or we have people who just live in their own world against the reality of
Well,
their own people? That is the question.
in his own understanding, he feels that what he's doing is for the benefit of the people.
Thank you, my brother.
But
What's your name again?
I'm Joseph,
Joseph.
actually.
Thank you, Mr. Joseph. You sound like you're from Benue
Yeah,
State.
yeah, I'm from Benue
I
State. How
see
do you
that.
know?
I know. You should be Two-Face Idiba's brother. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I
Enjoy
will
the
talk
rest
to
of the
you
evening.
later. Yeah.
Thank you, my brother. Well done. Hello, good evening, and welcome. Hello,
Hello,
sir. Welcome, please.
my precious. This is Vincent from Manchester, from UK.
You're welcome. Go ahead very quickly. Go ahead, my brother.
So thank you for your wonderful
Oh,
presentation.
wow. Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
First of all, uh, let's not. Look, I just I'm not going to spend too much on this one. How about that?
Why will not go? You
What?
put your mouth for your phone now. We need to hear you well. It be like say they
Can you hear
use
me now?
earpiece. Hey, it's better now. Go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, he promised he could hit the ground running.
He did.
The man
Thank
is
you.
running from Wahala. He's running from the trouble where you don't put Nigeria inside. And something where we no go forget, we say this man age, you know, the real age. They use, did they hear me?
I dey hear you, but leave all those ones na propaganda na. Now wetin him tell us say be age, na him be age. No be we born am now.
Okay. So another one we say, didn't talk about this tax when they increase. When you get Lagos, how it take improve Lagos, no be tax. Put people for road, they collect tax anyhow. They say, but waiting they produce. They produce anything. Waiting as in Nigeria, apart from gas and oil, waiting we go see what they produce or with the export. So now apart from individuals with the send things go abroad, export. Within Nigeria, there where you take hit that target where you say hit on August, apart from collecting tax from the port where the farmers where they suffer already. So make we leave all these things. As for me, I don't expect anything good from her because you own, I bring your head and take my hand. I ain't they do.
Hey.
And that's the man they do.
Hey, wait, brother.
Thank you very much.
Brother.
I live here because make I not go too much. Make I not go too far.
Brother, be coming down. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, make I just quickly attend to some of the stories and where I still get remaining for inside this place. As when they talk about this matter, so PDP don't accuse the Edo State government. Say, Oga Monde Kmobile, excuse me. Say, something be won't come off from my mouth. Glory be to God that I didn't say D. All right, so they don't they accuse them, the PDP for inside the state, they accuse them of squandering the sum of 4.2 billion naira of taxpayers' money to buy SUV vehicles for commissioners for inside the state. Now, the party made the allegation in the statement, of course, that is signed and made available to newsmen. And they call the talk saying they even abandon the state. Get mind to the travel abroad. What is he traveling abroad to do? People are just saying that is politics. Allow the man do his job, please. He's been voted for by the people of Edo State, so allow him do his job. And then, hey, before I enter that matter for insecurity, did you hear what Governor Dauda Lawal of Zamfara State said today? Where people they drag him left, right, and center, say, how dare he make such a statement? How dare he not make such a statement? Well, people don't they drag Governor Dauda Lawal for overstatement we see in make concerning insecurity. First of all, before I go to that one, young people for inside Shagari local government area of Sokoto State don't say um, then could they forced to carry arms by themselves because the level of insecurity for inside the country, for inside their states, done too much, and they don't suffer too much inside. And they recount the kind of suffer where they say they don't suffer because of insecurity, say they no fit take them anymore. And then we go waka enter inside within the governor of Zamfara State talk, explaining say in fact, it's when Bayala talk say him know where these bandits dem dey. Him know their hideout. Say even with him phone app, say he go fit get them. But guess what? Say the security agencies will go for them. Say they take orders from Abuja, making it citing the sabotage for insecurity. The fact say it be like say the body language of the powers that be from Abuja means say they know really they keep the push to fighting this insecurity. Make I go take this so and they come back, if you visit that matter where you talk. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Pepe, my dear sister.
Sir, is that my superlicious brother Super?
Super all the way from the UK. How are you doing this evening?
Fine, my brother. Welcome.
Nigeria problem. Look, it's very, very simple. The man goes to all those places to Europe to change his prostate pipe. That's just the truth.
No, stop it, you guys. Stop all this propaganda. Stop it, Nigerians. Now, so I thought say somebody now. What's your call Buhari that time again?
Can I talk? Once you are 40 years, a male child that is 40 years and above is bound to do a thorough checkup when it comes to everybody. It can happen to anybody. My father is 96 years old. The man get him every month. He goes to to see his doctor to change. It's not a big deal now. What's the big deal? Is there any big deal?
But not every man they get prostate issue now.
Not every
the
man.
Fact every man is susceptible to randomly say they.
I'm not saying every man. I say once you are 40.
Not 50 anymore.
Advice, you always go and do a check. Go and do a checkup. I mean, because it can be in anybody. Anybody can have it. I mean, that is just the truth. But that kind of thing, not be waiting somebody could talk. Now, I don't blame her from not saying now. I mean, because it looks somehow, like, why should I tell these people? These are the people who are attacking Jonathan. I mean, a year ago, when Yaradua was sick, that he failed to disclose his... now, God, they catch all of them. You know about Buhari. Now, God, they catch all of them. The same Buhari who attacked Yaradua, say Yaradua did not disclose. What happened at the end of the day? This one right, don't they happen? What's going to happen at the end of the day? Only God can tell. Have a good day, people.
Calm down now. Super, calm down. Super be coming down like this now. All right, Nigerians, phone lines are open. I'm not going to begin call us to put my phone for the matter we say we get for granted today, right? Okay, so if you call the WhatsApp line or you follow the link and just get straight into my studio to join the conversation. If you just follow the link will direct you straight into the studio so that you could join the conversation. That's a link right there on the dashboard. Just follow that link. It will follow you, or you call the WhatsApp number 0817 029 4077. 0817 029 4077. That's the WhatsApp number to call to join us for inside the studio to put mouth for the talk we be seeing we get this evening. Make I get present for my back office, Mr. George.
Hello, precious.
Engineer George. Sorry I called you Mr. How dare I?
Honestly, we're doing great here.
Welcome. Where are you calling in from, sir?
Calling from Texas.
From Texas. How's the weather? I guess it's
God is very hot here.
I heard so. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome, sir. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. As for our president, he told us that nobody should complain that he applied for the job.
That was then now.
And the job is what he has gotten. Having gotten the job, he should perform the duty that he is employed to do.
But he's performing. Right now, you don't meet in targets.
The performance is not satisfactory to Nigerians. Yeah.
Anyway.
It's not.
Why?
Because for you, for him to remove the subsidy, he must have a plan ahead for the Nigerians. How long will he take? Listen, how long will it take him for those buses he promised to give to Nigerians? Up till now, nothing happens. Transportation is one of the problems hindering Nigerians. Food is there. The Nigerians, they don't care if you like to loot the whole nation. Let there be food for Nigerians. Let there be healthcare for them. Let there be means of education for the Nigerians. By the time you do this, they don't care. Let there be light. He fought against Jonathan when he removed the fuel subsidy. Why now? When he's criticized, he's angry. It's not the best. Then for Joseph, that spoke that he loves everything he's doing, if he feels so good, he should come back to Nigeria and then enjoy the facility that is going on there now. rather than to enjoy the very one in Canada. So this is all I have. The man should think back where he's coming from. That the citizenry that he he has sworn to take care of, to preserve their lives, they are dying like chicken on a daily basis.
Thank you.
He should think back.
Thank you. Thank you
God
so much.
bless you.
Appreciate it, sir.
Thank
God
you.
bless you too. Thank you. Hello, good evening and welcome. I have someone else in
Hello,
my
good evening.
backyard. Yes, good evening and welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, please. What's your... Okay, Daniel. Daniel, go ahead, please.
Yes. In regard to this issue of insecurity that you
Ah,
are
you
talking
hear
about,
what saying? As I was saying, make you interpret the Hausa way or God Dauda Lawa speak for that thing. I beg, help me interpret them now.
I don't really get time to do interpretation
Hey,
this night.
oh,
I want
no
to
wahala, it's okay.
briefly make I go where I'm supposed to stand.
Oh yeah, sorry, no vex. So yeah, go ahead.
The whole thing is this.
Mm-hmm.
I always tell people that Nigeria, if only people in Nigeria know what is in Nigeria, they'll know that yes, they have to take a lot of things serious. It's God's grace. Seriously, everything in Nigeria, even our survival as a country, is just God's grace.
Why
Because
talk so?
one, it's as if, okay, you know that yes, this is what is happening in the country. This is what is really happening. But because what? You don't want to expose this person so that it will not cascade and start a lot of persons who will not start.
Are you insinuating that people like Dati Baba Ahmed and Lawal Dauda, they are correct by asserting that they people we no just agree end this matter, or people we start them in the first place? Now we see the incident.
You don't see where we say you as a soldier. You stand. These same persons who don't kill a lot of persons will stand with you. Meet in the hold, you did there, and you know if you do anything. Everybody they wait, me everybody decide. Just as if pawn, you don't see where pawn did for chessboard. Then people they decide what thing will happen next. And so Nigeria they. That's the most funniest thing about this country. But I bet you, if this country continue like this, anything first quarter, second quarter, may everybody just follow the way where we say chief of defense staff they advise. First quarter, second quarter, if this country
Defend
continue
yourself.
like this. I pray me a lot of people wise by then. Because the probability, the way this country they go, if this election hold, that God's grace, that God now make where this election hold.
Nothing happen. Insecurity never ever stop election for Nigeria before. So it no be this one it will stop.
The reason why they talk like this, we say a lot of persons. You never see, no matter how bad they so strong, you go reach one time, the bad no go fit continue.
All right, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it.
Yes. The reason why they talk this thing, I just make one point. I beg no verse. You see, Lagbaja. Lagbaja try doing work. You see, Atahiro, he try doing work.
But sadly, we lost the two of them in the line of duty.
The way this country they go, I promise you, Nigeria will go good at the end of the day. Down as sure.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, make I go my backyard, go take some calls. Again, I get some people for inside my backyard. They don't line up. They wait for me to talk. Okay, so somebody here says in this message, I think I found this message very funny. So by the way, we're waiting grown-up people they do for airports to wave bye-bye to say governors left offices to wave goodbye. You don't even know. People go to wave goodbye. Then there are other people who will be landing at the airport where he's landing to also still get to say, tell him welcome. You don't understand. There are people who will enter flights and be there and now wait when he's coming down to now tell him welcome. You didn't why. This is Nigeria. That's why you travel with entourage. You don't understand. Well, make I go talk to people in the backyard. They wait for me. Mr. Comparable Facts, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, Precious, how are you doing?
Is this not Mob?
What
This is
did
not
you
my
ask?
Mr. Mob. This is you. You want to deceive me. You
No, that's
deceived
my new
me.
name. That's my new name.
Eh.
yeah, I'm no more man of prestige. I've changed, because I want to be coming out with facts. So I'm going to be
Eh.
comparable from now on.
Okay. All right. No problem. I surrender. Welcome. Please, where did you keep my brother? What's his name again? Where did you keep T.Y. Danjuma for me now? I've not seen T.Y. Danjuma since.
Well, I've not been on any platform recently. I've been gone, so I'm probably going to see him this weekend. We normally assemble on Dr. Damage platform.
Okay.
On
T.Y. Danjuma,
Saturday.
beg if you can
So
hear me, I've missed you. Make yourself available. Let me see you and be sure you're fine.
yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Go
I'm,
ahead,
I'm,
please.
I'm, I'm probably going to see him this weekend on Saturday. We
Okay.
have some topic we
Welcome.
need to discuss. So how you doing, Precious?
I'm fine. I'm good. I'm better. Welcome.
Great, great, great. So I need to put certain things in context. Our
Okay.
president is
Mm-hmm.
going on vacation again, right? He went on vacation in Lucia. Remember we talked about it. That was in
Of
June.
course. I just
Apart
didn't
from the
want to
Brazil,
deliberately mention the name of the country then. I
yeah,
remember.
that was in Lucia that he went on vacation.
Yes.
That was specifically called working vacation.
Vacation. And
Right,
then he proceeded to the summit in Brazil from that vacation. He spent about five,
right.
6, 7 days thereabouts in
Okay.
St. Lucia. So
And
that was
now he's
vacation.
going on a 10 days vacation, if I got you right, right?
Thereabouts, yes.
To France, then to
Yes. Only
London or whatever,
and
UK,
UK.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, since this guy has been in the office for how long? For about 18 months, right? He has been, yeah, he has been on a foreign trip about 29 times. Most of that is vacation. Okay. I mean, with this trend that he's going right now, he's going to surpass Buhari.
I don't know if you listened. I don't know if you listened to the earlier part of the show because I chronicled the number of vacations he's been to, or
Oh,
the
okay, I
number of
didn't listen.
vacational visits. Oh, I chronicled them now. The number of
It's okay. You don't
vacational
have to
visits.
repeat, right? Right. You don't have to repeat.
He's
That's fine. We all know. We
yeah,
all know about it.
yeah.
So
He's done quite a lot of them.
I mean, we all know where he's going to, particular France, for medical reasons. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, he claimed to
No,
be
no,
70 something.
but
The
that
man
is
is
not
about 80
proven
something.
now.
But having said that, I mean, he need to be transparent to the people. We are paying his tax and everything. He need to tell us where it's going instead of deceiving people. But of course, that's the epidemic of this, what this president is known for. They are known for lying. They don't like to tell people the truth. So let me talk about the tax, the non-oil. I think in recent years this trend did not start under this presidency. I think it started in 2022. My own recollection. I mean, the non-oil section, has been generating more revenue than the oil section. That has to do with in the situation in the economy, the oil and everything, the price being low right now. I think it's comparable, maybe between 60 and 40 or 60 something to 30. So that's a trend that started, long, long time ago. It's not something that just right now. I think 2021, 22 has been trending that way. So it's nothing really new. Of course, they
No, there's something really
decided
new.
to
Let's
rebase
give
the
him some.
economy right
Let's
now.
give him some credit again. Even I did say earlier that this credit is in the sweat and blood on the sweat and blood of Nigerians, right? Let's give him some credit because we've never had 20 trillion generated in non-oil revenue in 8 months for that this period of time. So
Okay.
he's broken out.
Okay. No, no, I'm not disputing that. That's why I'm making that comment. I was going somewhere. I was going
Uh,
there. In terms of that, we are doing okay. But the problem is what are the common people benefiting from that? Where is the money being generated going
Absolutely.
to?
And then because these monies are being generated from the sweat and blood of Nigerians, remember, Nigerians are just basically taxed more. They're taxed
Yeah.
more.
Okay. No. Okay. Okay. Precious, calm down about that tax one. We are not tax more. We are not even in the top 20 in
No,
Africa.
you don't.
I mean, maybe because something new. No, I'm not here to make a script for him.
Okay.
Okay. We are not even in the top 20 in Africa. Let's put it in African context. You have countries like Ivory Coast, Senegal, South Africa. They are way taxed more than us. The only thing we rank in the top 10 in terms of import duty, I think Satolo or whatever is about 100%. Ours is about 64. That's the people suffering if you import something. It's pretty
So
high.
I
But the
am not talking
problem,
about import duties alone. You don't understand me. When we say about taxes, we don't speak about import duties alone, including the activities.
you're talking
I'm
about the
coming.
services in Nigeria,
Everything. I
right?
say, including the activities of agberos, not taxes. Those are indirect taxes, and people are suffering for it. You don't
I,
understand me when I say
I
taxes. People
understand. Yeah,
are
no,
taxed
okay,
more.
I
So
understand.
it's not because
Precious. Don't
Jesus.
misunderstand me. They are not doing anything to cushion all this taxation they are doing. Is it necessary in terms of you want to make some comparable part? I'm not going to compare them with developed countries like US or whatever. I did a comparison part in terms of Africa. We are not really
And just
taxed.
hold on. I am saying that while I agree with you that we're not really taxed, what is the wages? What will be the payment of their politicians for those countries compared to that of Nigerians? A
I agree with
situation
you.
where policies are making people, you see where the policies so far, they make people that is within in a country where we say we they live side by side by poverty, abject poverty and affluence, stupendous affluence. You see a wealthy somebody, stupendously expending wealth, and somebody who is so
Okay.
poor to the brim, living side by side. How possible is even that? And the worst is that that person who is stupendously wealthy, it's living off the country. You don't get the point. Living off the
I
country.
got
That's the point.
I got a
And
point.
then we should say it's acceptable. When things are this difficult for the people, what happens? We expect people in government to also, at the helm of affairs, to also adjust. To
They are
adjust.
not living by
They
example.
are not living by example. So as you say things are,
Mhm.
they are not feeling. Let me tell you something here. People in government are balling. Anybody will get access to wealth now living their best life. They are balling.
So
At least that's what people are saying.
are you saying, hold on, Precious, are you saying the politicians are the one living the Nigerian dream?
They are the ones living in Nigeria. Did you not hear when a report that came out the other day where they said that lecturers are saying that a professor in a university earns a maximum amount of 600,000 naira? Why one senator goes home with about 21 million naira in a month? That is the one that may not even be what do they call them, a senior member of the chair. What do they call that their positions? Do you understand me? So that's the point. What's be the duty of, see, if we not check the corruption and how would they use pay our politicians, a lot of things would be right. People are making stupendous wealth from Nigeria. Side by side, people who are so poor that so many Nigerians don't know where their next meal will come from. As you're drinking that water, there are people who don't have that kind of water you're drinking to drink in their lives. So it is bad. So what we're trying to say is that some of this excess money within they make like this, it go fit enter to do one thing or the other for Nigerians' lives. Why are they not thinking towards using it? Okay, you say that you have generated more revenue. Why not also? How has that revenue impacted the lives of Nigerians? Have you even
No,
can
I'm
you
agreeing
even
with you.
concentrate on one aspect to say, okay, let's use this amount of this excess revenue and concentrate on, for instance, what do they call them, healthcare, for instance, make we dey sure say people get access to work. Let me tell you something here. I've had a bit of health issue which I would just you guys about recently. I have spent money, and I just realized that if you don't have money in this country, don't fall sick. Oh. Don't fall sick if you don't have money in this country. Do you understand? So it is crazy. I am not saying this because
So
I
there's
like
nothing
to
like any
criticize
public head
anybody.
a poor
Public,
person can go. I'm just
public.
asking.
What
I'm
kind
just
of
asking.
service will you get in the public? You're paying for the public health itself. You're paying. Government hospitals are no longer affordable. You're paying so much, not just even paying. In fact, in some government hospital, from your hand glove to everything you use, you buy it. What are we even saying? For a country where we get the kind of oil where we get, it's not fair now. It's very unfair to Nigerians. And again, assuming we don't have those kind of money, will our politicians be making the money they make? How can that country you're living is an example? And Obama did not have an official car when he was a senator, did he? Your senators, do they have
No,
official
no,
car?
no, no, no.
And see the amounts we're spending to buy them official car. In the next 2 years, we'll buy another one, right? We're buying another one for them in the next 2 years.
So,
What are you even talking about?
wait a minute. This car they bought for them last year. Are you saying they're going
We'll
to buy
buy
another
another
car?
one in the next 2 years. 4 years again, we'll buy again. That's what they have. Even if they're returning senators, some of them will say they bought off the other one. We'll buy another one for them. That kind of country. Why it's very unfair now.
No, no, no. I understand. When I'm
Yeah,
making those assertions, okay.
you need to see how poor Nigerians are. That same country. I have a friend, somebody who's living in that same US you are. She's a retired. She was working as a nurse and all that. She had a health issue. She can no longer work. She's being paid by your government. The only difference is that she cannot live a life of affluence because the payment government is paying her cannot afford her to live a luxury life, right? But she's paid monthly by government. So she's sure that she can eat, live, survive by her, take care of her medication. Can that happen in Nigeria?
No,
Can that happen in
no,
Nigeria? What are you even
no.
saying? So, do you know the reason why you have a little bit of all of this criminality and all that? If to say Nigerians, no matter what happen, then they sure say they go see food chop. The Agbero boy waiting for corner, no matter what happen, he go fit see food chop. A lot of crime go reduce. If there's some people will be say, nah, situation they force them into the things what they do. And then you see, have you not wondered why Yahoo Yahoo and all sorts of crime has become a thing in Nigeria? Because the fastest way to get rich in Nigeria is to join politics. That's the way you become stupid. Either to join politics or have someone in government to do a contract. That's
I
the
mean, you know what they
fastest
say.
way.
A hungry man is an angry,
Why?
angry person. Yeah.
Why? So this is what we're saying. We're not saying you're not doing well. We're not even saying. See, Nigerians actually do not have problem with being taxed. I think we get this wrong if we make it feel like Nigerians have problem with being taxed. Our problem is that there is no trust. There's trust deficit as to what those taxes are being used for. So the problem is not that Nigerians are saying we don't want to pay tax. No. So for people who may think that, oh, people are evading tax and all that, people are ready. See, and you know Nigerians are very easy to govern. Very, very easy to govern.
Very easy
Small
people,
thing where
but
you go
yeah.
do for them. Small thing where you go do for them. They'll say, it don't work now. It don't work. Even if they're using that work to siphon money, like they're telling a particular minister now. They're using that work they're doing to siphon money. Say, he worked now. Bloated contracts, bloated projects they do. They will hail them that are working. So Nigerians are very easy. Just give them the basic things of life. Just tax and chop your money. We're okay. Even
Yeah,
at
yeah.
that,
No, no, no. Precious. I'm agreeing with you. When I was trying to make those assertions I made earlier, I was trying to put things in context. Then I come to this area where you and I discuss right now. That's exactly where I am. But you already took a word from my mind. That's exactly where I was going. I mean, the category we are in terms of taxation and everything. Where we are right now. But what are they using the money? Is the few people, the politicians that pretty much enjoying the whole stuff.
I see
That's my
somebody here
problem.
give me instance that South Africa is generating over 50 billion naira for income tax alone. South Africans have free healthcare. Free healthcare, okay?
Yeah, they do. They do. They do have. Yeah.
I dare your country to
Look
do
at
it.
that. They have one of.
So when
They
you
have
use
some of the
countries
best
to give us,
infrastructure
when
in
you
the
use
world.
countries to give us
Yeah. Yeah.
infrastructure, they have
Mhm.
lights. See, I have said this before. South Africa generates about 50,000 megawatts of
Mhm.
electricity. Their airports alone consumes about
Yeah,
10,000
I know
megawatts.
that.
Half of that 10,000 is what Nigeria is still battling to
Yeah.
produce. What are you even telling me? So when you give me these examples, you act like you're talking to somebody without statistics or data or when no get sense. The fact that I choose to speak pidgin English does not mean I'm bereft of knowledge or whatever it is. So when you're using those countries to give us example, also look at their development. How far have they come? How well are they in terms of development? The kind of development infrastructure things you see, sanity you see in South Africa, do you have it
No,
in
we don't.
Nigeria? You don't have it. The kind of way you see your politicians spend stupid money, do you see that in South Africa? Do you see that in South Africa? So when you're giving us those responses, I beg, you're not gonna need to talk like this now. Because if this country is good, it's gonna be good for all of us. If it's bad, that's still we go to suffer. If it's good, they come from where they come the holiday, the ball, they go back. All of us go enjoy them. So let's all pray that we'll keep hammering on the heads of the people in charge till they do the right thing
Yeah, Preston, let me
and
let me
put
ask
this
you the
country
last
in the right
question before I leave so I can give other people a chance to talk.
I should be the one to ask you a question, or I just go
No,
ahead
no, no,
and
no, no.
beg. No, turn me to
I
guess what
wanted
I'm
an
saying.
update. What
Go
Abikiri
ahead.
Dabri tweeted yesterday in response to that lady.
I talked about
Oh,
that
I wasn't
yesterday.
here. But anybody or any politician from from the southeast condemned that? Have you had anything from anybody? Because that's bigotry to the highest level.
Your Southeast people, do they talk? Your Southeast people don't talk now. They will not talk now. What would they say?
But anyway,
Oh,
I just
I
wanted to know
beg, make
because
her
I've
talk to
not seen
another
anywhere on
person.
the space. I just saw that.
No, they won't. She said that. She said that. She said what she said.
Okay,
And
that's the
then it
person
is
she
what it
is.
is.
But anyway,
It is
Precious,
what it is.
thank you very much. Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
Thank
bye bye.
you, Mr. Mop. Mr. Comparable Facts. No more Mr. Mop. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Hello, good evening and welcome. So sorry I kept you waiting for so long.
Yeah, good evening, Precious.
Sir,
I don't know where to start.
no vex,
because,
no vex, no vex, my
we've been
brother.
going off and down today.
Uh,
The problem I have with Nigeria, I must I must say it as it is, right? He has exposed from Dati Baba Ahmed.
Where we know they take seriously enough, we're supposed to take serious from Aerofy. Hello.
Say from all these things we left it to talk about. Let us widen the tax net. I mean, it's crazy. Sometimes it seems why some of us when we call, we talk.
Your network is bad, sir.
We say Nigeria is not a serious. I mean, how can we? Can you hear me now?
Just go ahead. You've been breaking up, but just kindly go ahead and wrap up your thoughts, sir, because the network is not good enough. Oh dear.
The issue is, when can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah. The issue is that.
No, your network is bad. Your network is really very bad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You'd have to call us back. Sincere apologies. Hey, I thought I saw Reverend Idogeni. Reverend Idogeni, I thought I saw you at the backyard. You've gone down again. No, I can't see you. All right, let me talk to you. Mr. Edwin, I hope you're fine now. I'm better. I hope you are too.
Yeah, I am Precious. Good evening.
I'm better, even though I'm still recovering. But
Yeah,
I'm better, and I want
just
to
the
be
same
better.
as mindset too. I'm recovering.
Sorry.
Just when you made reference to health services in Nigeria, mine came into perspective now, because in my case, I was out of here with my family phone ambulance, 999, and sharp, they were here, and before I knew it, I was in the emergency ward, and the doctors were already running everything, so no comparison.
Luxury we don't have.
No comparison whatsoever, Precious. Now, I just want to talk about security. Just security and the health where they talk. Several times I have come on this your program, and I'm going to shout, say, people when you bring insecurity come Nigeria, now APC, and I pinpointed people. I said the current vice president. You remember? I named those people, and I say Buhari.
You hear waiting that Baba.
I hear all of them. I hear all of them now. The governor.
Shock. And the problem is that you know that till today, the APC, the government, the presidency never respond to those statements.
They won't respond
because ordinarily
they won't respond. Say. No. Yeah, if they do, is their usual propaganda stuff, because they know the truth. Kawu Baraje, that pioneer chairman of the new PDP, he said it all. Yes. He laid the fast bare. He said it on national TV. So when I kept quoting fast that day and telling you sources, I wasn't joking, and I know they were fast. Buhari was an arrowhead of the Boko Haram. They even call Buhari, say, come go talk on our behalf with government. Buhari, so when we raised these red flags in 2015, and we kept saying, Buhari is not the man, apart from being very, very competent. Buhari was just a jihadist, a bigot. So he couldn't be president of Nigeria. We raised it, but they're not here. They said, now Buhari be the Messiah and we God sent come. So 8 years down the line, we they enjoy the Messiah now, Abi. And then see Tinubu. Tinubu was one of those who put Buhari there, and everybody they put blame on Buhari. Who is to really bear the blame? It should be people like Tinubu, who spearheaded the ascension of Buhari into the presidency. And besides, there was a man who called. I don't know what he was talking about, whether it was from Canada or something. I don't know the stuff he was talking about, whether maybe he's just one of the officers of this APC who have escaped to Canada and the rest. And he's saying about Jonathan not being implemented. Jonathan was a president then that had foresight. He saw everything that ought to have been implemented. But these same people now, Tinubu and the Kaba, they were the ones sponsoring mass protests. I remember Professor Wole Soyinka, Pastor Tunde Bakare, Femi Falana. Those people were the ones lining the streets of Lagos and saying,
but in fairness to Femi Falana, he's been criticizing both the Buhari's administration.
I know, but he was one of the arrowheads of that protest against the removal of subsidy. He was. At least I have all the. I'm here in the UK, but I know all this is. I know what is happening in Nigeria. So they were the ones who protested every physical or policy economic measures Jonathan wanted to take. Then they truncated all of them. either through these civil society organizations who are all now very toothless and lame duck in Nigeria. We don't even know whether they even exist any longer. They were the ones that are being used. This man you are seeing now, Chowore, was one of them. You know, through his Sahara reporters. We knew everything, though he was investigating corruption and everything. But it looks to me then they were very, very selective, pinpointed people because APC then were using him. And now everything, the chicken had come home to roost. So he too is enjoying the whole thing now. So when you look at it, these were the people. Chibok, those girls that were abducted at Chibok. That the current vice president was in the no. He was, in fact, they masterminded everything. This man, governor of Kaduna State now, who is talking from both sides of the mouth, was he not the one paying off these bandits? After they brought them in, after APC brought them in, when he saw that the heat was on him in Kaduna State, he started paying them off. Those batches that were stationed in Kaduna, he was paying them off to go to other states and possibly to leave Nigeria. He said it on national television. That is El-Rufai. The man who is now holier than holy, who came on television and was saying, oh, this. So when you see these people there, political charlatans, hypocrites, all of them. You understand me? So when the governor of Zamfara, Daouda Lawal, said what he said yesterday or today, people think he's joking. He's not joking. General T.Y.
So, but people are blaming him that he campaigned on the grounds of insecurity and said that he's going to ensure security of the state. So why is he now giving,
precious?
While others say that, while others are arguing that, as a governor, truly he has less powers.
Yes,
he takes orders from the center.
So the security. No, in fact, I just abide by whatever he said. You understand me, and I believe it. The governors are just toothless bulldogs. They have nothing. They are not in control of security in their states. If a governor is even to talk to a police commissioner and give an order, the police commissioner will wait for a counter order from the IG. It wouldn't implement anything. You understand? Nothing. These governors, they are just moreover like us. It's just that they have extra security protection, being security chief executives of their states. They have even government house protection teams. They have all security around them. That is why they too are not feeling the insecurity in Nigeria. Otherwise, they are like us. You understand me? They have no right to summon the police commissioner and give order and do anything. And besides, everything in Nigeria is partisan. We know the truth, but we don't want to say it. But what the bottom line of is the insecurity in Nigeria, or everything that is happening, it's all emanated from the APC. It is from that angle. If you go and investigate, if the Nigerian security are to be honest to themselves, they know what is happening. Even General T.Y. Danjuma said so. He said the security, the militaries, all of them, they collude with this book. It was when Buhari is or was the man. It was just the arrowhead. I keep hammering on that one. And then let us talk about the health system, architecture in Nigeria. Now, why should our presidents be leaving the country every now and then? They come to the West. They come to enjoy all the very good medical facilities here. Why don't they go back home and replicate such, even if it is at Aso Rock, where Aisha Buhari once said they didn't even have Panadol or something. But they come here, but they budget.
Do you know how much budget for
Aso Rock? They budget billions there. So what happens? Who checks those amounts that have been budgeted? Where did they go to? So when you look, corruption works on all four in Nigeria. It is not just only in political corruption, we have economic corruption, everything. Precious. The day I became very, very scared and worried about Nigeria was when I saw a YouTuber, when they paraded a girl with a human head in a paper bag, a girl of 15 or so, and was caught by the military. And when asked where she was headed, she said it was to what we call Babalawo in Nigeria. And who sent her? The boyfriend. What was the purpose? To make money. A 15-year-old girl wasn't scared of a human head, freshly cut in my head. So the day I saw that video, if I tell you I have not been scared, I'm a Nigerian now. I am typical Nigerian. But that fear me. A 15-year-old girl, Abba, If it has come to this, if the situation in Nigeria, both economic, political, and social, and whatever, has degenerated to that level of a 15-year-old girl being able to carry a human head in a paper bag, Precious, that day I cry. Honestly, that 15-year-old girl
Thank you, Mr.
she could have been my niece. She could have been somebody. She could have been somebody that I know, somebody's daughter, a 15-year-old girl who ought to be studying in school. And then she's now carrying a human head. Oh, that country, in fact, the way Nigerians, those who are at the helm of affairs now, if they don't pay for the sins they've committed against Nigeria, those of my age bracket, like I always said, those of us who enjoyed Nigeria, and now we turn our backs on that country. God will not forgive us. God will not forgive them, those people. So if Tinubu likes, let him be globetrotting from UK to America to all those. Buhari did same. Buhari spent 6 months here in the hospital. Where has it all ended? When it will come, it will not be hidden. It will come. So it's like that. So let them not lay good foundation for generations yet unborn. Let Wike be pocketing the judiciary. Let him be getting judgment from them. All will come to a head one day. What has a beginning has an end. That is what people like Tinubu, Wike, and their people, that is what they don't understand. So, Precious, make I leave you. I never feel talk well. Maybe when I don't the strong, I will join you later. Take care.
I understand.
Yeah, good night.
Please get well soon. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Good night, sir. All right. Before I talk to others at the backyard, I got this message, I think from CY, right? He says, Precious, don't blame the federal government for the state governments. State governments they should do the right thing also. The benefits of removing subsidy have all gone to state government, according to our president. The strategy is to make these states like him, Governor what you said. I totally agree with you. See, I agree with you that the governors they need to try. But then again, remember that when it comes to economic policies that affect the entire country, not the governor's hand it is his policies that affects the country. It is not the governor's hand. I know that the governors have a lot of role to play to also help their people to cushion the effect of that. But let me tell you something that you do not know. The value, what is the value of that bloated what do they call it now, allocation that they get now compared to what the value was during Buhari's tenure? That's a question you ask yourself. At the end of the day, inflation don't cover the value of that money where they get now. Inflation don't cover them. So you may think that they're receiving 2 times the allocation they should have received before. But inflation don't come out them. Inflation don't come out them. That's also a thing. So we're not looking at that aspect. Let me quickly speak to others so that I don't take too much of your time. Is that T.Y. Danjuma? T.Y. Danjuma, good evening. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me like your village people now. You don't pay money for this now. It's free subscription, not be DSTV or Ghost TV. So kindly subscribe, like, follow us like your village people. It is free of charge. And by the way, we're also across all social media platforms at Precious Enyi TV on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Precious Enyi TV. So just kindly follow us across those platforms. T.Y., what did I do you? What did I do to you, T.Y.
I no want trouble you now.
You
How buddy, how you dey?
Fine, thank you. How are
Good,
you?
good. I no want talk today. I just called to see how you're doing.
So tell me, say you did backyard. It's okay. It's okay. I see how.
Yes,
Thank you so much. But I hope you're fine.
I'm
I hope
good.
you're fine.
I've been listening for background. Take care of yourself, okay?
All right. Thank you. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Good
I
night.
appreciate
Yeah,
you. Let's listen.
yeah.
Brother. Thank you so much. Good night. Okay. All right. Let me see who's next. Is there Frank De Niro, my brother? How far? Franco Nero. I know they hear you. You mute
I
yourself.
greet you
How you did? I greet you, brotherly. How your side?
with a try.
All right, now make you put mouth for talk. Go ahead, please. It's been a long time, oh. Welcome.
With the also now, so it be. Anyway,
That's so
make a
that
fire down. You know, say one of the time when I fire down, when my blood is hot, your people say I have to vibrate.
When your blood not too hot right now.
Anyway, make a handle few like 2 or 3 issues so other people can still get opportunity before you round up. First and foremost,
Okay.
Nigerians as a people, are failing is their responsibilities as citizens. The government no say Nigerians not really they push for waiting they deserve. So the people before now, let me say for many years, including as of last year, I still kind of not blame the people. They just say, okay, yeah, the government need to, do most of the things. But as somebody that studied engineering, that did sciences, if you do a universe, they call it universal set. The universal set na Nigeria. The people where they rule Nigeria are state governors, ministers. They are not Ghanaians. They are selected because most of the elections are not elections as far as I'm concerned. They are selected from among Nigerians. So Nigerians need to also look inward among ourselves and step up our role as citizens, because the average Nigerian is easily bought. They are highly vulnerable. I would say 70 to 80% of Nigerians. They are either bought by position, bought by money. Now, very few that can never, ever be bought by either money or position or by political influence. They will stand their ground. There are not many. You understand? So, the issue of the tax, the fuel tax for America, they call it gas tax. I'm not against taxing. To an extent, some people feel informally, Nigeria is one of the most taxed. Informally, because most of the money that they collect from the people, now they come the government hand. On the other hand, Nigeria formally is among one of the least taxed. Formally, say the money they go government hand. But informally, the people pay more. Either through Agbero, through various means, bribe, whether they give police, they give soldier, they give civil servant. If you want to do something for one office, if you not drop something, that your fine not go see the light of day. If you bid for contract, if contract na 100 million, the people won't chop 50%. They're going to make you bring the 50% up front. Make the first chop. So where is it coming from? Not from the people pocket. So on the fuel tax, for me, it's too high. It's too high. At
whooping 5%.
Yeah, it's too much. 5% is too much. How much do people they earn? How much do they get? How much do they get?
So people are not even saying that it is wrong. People are saying that
that's what I'm saying. And it's too much.
Purchasing power
yes,
right now that it is too much.
In the Nigerian context, that tax should not be. It should not even be up to 1%, like you suggested. It should be like 0.5%. If we go by their own statistics, where they say that they sell almost 60 million liters of fuel every day.
You don't reduce that. You don't reduce that well now.
Okay, let's take 10 million liters. 10 million liters.
Okay.
Every day. How much be the gas? How much be the fuel per liter? About 1,000. 1,000 times 10 million, almost 10 billion. and they take the lower limit to 10 million liters. Let's say 20 million liters. The gas, the petrol now over 1,000. I don't know the current price as of today. I know say averagely 1,000. If you take 5% of 10 million, now almost 1 billion, 10 billion. You understand? 5% every day from the people. You know, say fuel prices go. I mean, this majorly waiting Nigeria till they distribute food or convey things now via the road. You understand? So that task, the president say, let the poor breathe, but it don't shock the people for truth. They not feel breathe. And they want to breathe. They don't they suffocate. Now they reduce them. Take out to maybe 0.5% or 0.75%. We're not going to still make the money. At the end of the day, what did they use the tax money do? Now to use that money, buy big motor for themselves. One saying an FCT minister, they ask her where you get money to buy Rolls Royce. If they question the interviewer away, the questioner say 9 buyer. Now the people money, they go use the collective money where they collect now till they oppress the same people. And then some of our people, I'll say majority of the citizens, let me not say majority, many of the citizens will still be clapping. And in fact, since this year, my mindset don't change about many Nigerians. It don't change because after 2023 elections, then all those governorship elections and elections after, I see people, despite the suffering, despite the pain that's being inflicted on them, they will still collect 1,000, collect 2,000, collect 5,000, and cast their vote for the same people that are oppressing you people. Even those INEC, they do their shenanigans. If majority, it has happened before. It happened in Edo State. When the people stood that, yes, we want this governor. Excuse me. We want this governor. They follow the vote from step to step. That is, if the people are together and determined. It no matter the shenanigans with INEC will do. But the people don't fall back now, say 5,000, 10,000, better pass is sweet, pass the suffering, whether they suffer for 5 years, 6 years, 10 years of APC government. So after they collect 5,000, 10,000, they will not come to people where they are abroad, people where they move their business, they suffer for Nigeria, different places across the world. They will come for back, call text you, call beg you, say, they are picking the sick. These days, and make I not use American term, I know they respond. I know they respond at all. At all.
But it's people are suffering, no. I will not lie you.
That's what I'm saying. The suffer never reach them.
I don't tire.
Listen, these people where they suffer, when it reach time, opportunity come several times. I don't see them. I watched it. I follow it. I follow this Nigeria democratic process from 1999 up until I sit down here for inside my car to talk to you. I know from beginning to the end from 1999. I follow him. I've been an adult since then. 93, I was not old enough to vote as at that time, but I was still close to. You understand? So from 1999 to date, I understand the process. The people not change. The politicians not change. Their pattern, their format, where they tell they do their mago, that's still the same. But the people are getting more comfortable with doing all those shenanigans. Then they will not carry the problem where government is supposed to solve. Come put out for other people say na their responsibility. They go come back, come text you, come chat you. Meanwhile, for the public forum, they go they say na this one, Tinubu is the best, Buhari is the best, OAPC is the best, PDP is the best, this is the best. The same group of people where they put us for suffer. When it reach time to take action, collective action, because the action not be just one person. Only one person not fit do am. I don't give you example how the people in Edo State, when Oshomole say Obaseki not go do second term, APC said they not go give us second. He moved, and the people said, yes, we want to make sure say no godfatherism. Majority, like 60 to 70% of the population of Edo State stood and said, no, we will follow this vote from polling unit to local government collection center to state collection center.
We can say na him help on a den, or say na him give on a that vote then.
Well, I don't want to discuss people like we can make a park where. For me, there are people where are not they discuss at all. Wike, Reno, mockery. Before I put Obasanjo joiner, but in recent time, I just use mind, say okay, those ones, they are not worth my energy. In my phone or if I go YouTube, if I see Wike, I delete them. If they put out, if you talk about it, I feel listen. But me put my ear, go to listen to people like Wike. They don't have integrity. They are not straight. They are destroyers. Now what you go benefit them the day after? That's it. Nigerians go handle the issue of Nigeria. For America, if Democrats they do the way where the people not like, them Republicans go speak up. Some Democrats go join Republicans, speak up. If Republicans they do what majority of the people not like, some Republicans go join majority of the Democrats to speak up and take action. You understand? The people they talk, even though say, okay, the president get power, he the one press, the people still there, they speak. But Nigerians, many, not very few, very, very, very few. My problem is when it reach time to make small change, the people are easily gullible. Then the same people will not come and meet some of my friends, meet people in Europe, meet people in Asia. God, they beg. I said, before the pity, at the time, at the very, sympathetic to the cause, and those are, at the point I was like, no, it has to stop. It has to stop. I said my immediate family right now, my sister, it go tough, it go tough. Because it's not easy to hustle. It go tough. Even if they increase the money, go heaven and earth, at least with, some hustling. Bad as it bad, my immediate family back up will still find a way to sustain. But aside that one, they need to step up. The people, for me at this point, because the people where they control all these things, I'm not sure say they reach 100,000. President, vice president, all the state house of assembly, all the federal house of assembly, all the local government chairman, all the appointees, they not reach 100,000. If the many were let's say 500,000.
They finish 1 million. If dash them 1 million, so join.
Let's say 1 million. Nigerians as a whole, let's say 150 million, not do the 200 million, 150 million. If 20 million, how 1 million go to fight 20 million? It's not possible. Even if I get all the weapon for this world, all the money for this world, if 100 million stand with 1 million, how many 1 million go take out from 100 million. But the 100 million, from the 100 million, maybe like 1,000 people they speak. The remaining 99% million people go just did or just relax, they'll just did their own. Whether they punish them, they not care. Then when the thing happen, they'll go hospital, no lights. They'll go hospital, no water, no doctor. Even doctor they say one doctor they attend to like 1,000 people. Recently, which they assist one young doctor collapse, die for Nigeria.
I'm telling you, because of overworking, they overwork them.
And he was even preparing to leave the country.
Overwork them. Thank you so much.
So that is my own say. The people generally must take their own part of the bargain seriously. Not only the leaders. Then finally, the state governors, allegedly, they say no, allegedly that they use for Nigeria. Allegedly, majority of them, allegedly, they thief our money. All the money where federal government no say they're not going to use the money for the people. These state governors, for me, I don't support any state police because they're going to use that to oppress the people. If they want to do anything, they can set up their own security firms and get approval. They will give it to them if they are serious. Not state police. Thank you, Madam Precious, for giving me this opportunity to speak to your people, to speak to Nigerians. Nigerians are beg. Make una they talk. The talk, not the kill. Talk the truth. Speak up. Speak up. Not collect change. 5,000 where you go. The 5,000, I don't know whether if you will buy one fisherman soup at this moment. Thank you.
Fisherman soup, you didn't wine. Don't try more.
How much be fisherman soup?
I make a pot of fisherman soup with almost, I go market to 200,000, the money finish. By the time, do you know that ordinary fresh fish, that is not normal freshwater fish, you just come.
My man spoil us with fresh fish, you not let fresh fish enter my ear.
As you lift them, they don't call price for you, like 30-something thousand, 20-something, even wine. By the time you buy the number where you go use make standard family fish soup, you know how many fisherman soup. Call company you may want put snake for that soup. You dey joke. Don't try more. That is
so you see now?
Respect, say whether 5,000.
You say so why they go take 5,000, 10,000? Why they go take 5,000, 10,000 for to spread their life for 5 years, 4 years, 8 years?
Ingredients for inside the fisherman soup, even the periwinkle, ordinary the periwinkle doesn't be the least ingredients with it.
These days, now so YouTube I tell they see the fisherman soup. My throat they long. I not see where I go take chop fisherman soup.
Try long. 200,000 enter market. You know, see what you buy. They make to make one pot of fisherman soup. I mean, one pot will last a family for like a week or two. 200,000 went down. So not try that stunt at home. Not try more.
Okay, Nigerians, una don't hear. Make una not collect money, go vote. Support useless people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right, my people, make a drop the curtain. Yeah, don't try for that this evening there. We don't extend this talk. It almost reached 2 hours. I'd like to say a big thank you to all of you for joining the conversation. I appreciate you now for everything we be so that do. Make I just go play another video, but no need to play them because of our Hausa language. I just don't understand. And most of us don't understand Hausa. Even those I try summarize for caption waiting EBC input there. Since I know fit subtitle them, but let me just say thank you to you guys. I love you guys. I think I did a video on that. So it's on my video, segment. I'm not gonna go watch a video where you talk about. I also analyze the things when you talk about and all that. So kindly go and watch that video in the video segment. I'd like to say big thank you to you guys. You know I love you, right? I'll see you tomorrow with my guys for Inside the House tomorrow. It's gonna be a full house tomorrow evening. Protect your mental health. I love you guys. Stay away from trouble, okay? Good night and God bless you. Bye.